In this video, we're going to do a case study on how a learning platform grew their traffic 522% in just 12 months. Welcome to All-in-One SEO. We help you rank higher in Google and other search engines with our powerful WordPress SEO plugin. Click this link right here to download All-in-One SEO right now. Let's get started. So this is Brainly.com, AI learning companion to help students with homework, studying, and test prep. What makes Brainly unique is that they have grown their traffic 522% in 1 year. Now remember, if you grow your traffic 100%, you have 2x'd it. So they have more than 6x'd their traffic in just 1 year. If you want to read more about them or read this case study instead of watching this video, you can check out the companion case study at AIOSEO.com/trends. And I will drop in a link directly to this case study in the description below this video. So let's take a look at Brainly's traffic. As we can see, from October 2022 to October 2023, they had about 2.6 million views a month. Not bad at all. I would happily take that traffic, as I'm sure many of you would. But if we look at it, October 2023, the traffic really started picking up. Then around April, there was just a huge surge. And they even got above 10 million views per month. So what did they do exactly that caused this huge surge in traffic? The first strategy that Brainly.com used is they leveraged user-generated content. A big part of the Brainly.com platform functions as a forum where users can post questions and get answers. And each one of those questions gets its own page. So anytime a user posts a question, they basically get a new piece of content on the Brainly.com website. And it has had a dramatic effect. Here's a graph showing their growth for those organic keywords in the last year. It has had a significant impact on just how many different pieces of content they're ranking for in Google. So in effect, what Brainly did is create a whole bunch of new content, which gives them an opportunity to go after some longer tail keywords. So if you have a website, even if you don't have a forum and you don't take advantage of user-generated content, you can go after long-tail keywords. And the first step to going after long-tail keywords is to do some keyword research. Let's head on over to the All Posts section of our website, and I'm going to pull up this post called SEO Conference. If we head on over to the right-hand column here, I'm going to click on this All-in-One SEO button up top. I'm going to click on General, and then I'm going to click on where it says Focus Key Phrase. So I have the focus key phrase set SEO Conference. So if I want to discover some new long tail key phrases or do some keyword research on what else I could target, all I have to do is click the button Get Additional Key Phrases. So All-in-One SEO has a fantastic integration with Semrush, where you can get keyword suggestions right here within WordPress. You don't have to open another tab. You can do it all from where you're doing your work. Now, if you've never done this before, the first time you click that Get Additional Key Phrases button, you're going to have to link your Semrush account with your All-in-One SEO account. If you don't have an Semrush account, you can create one. If you don't know how to do that, don't worry. We have another video on this YouTube channel that shows you step-by-step how to do that, and I will link to that video at the end of this video. So as you can see, we started with the simple SEO key phrase, SEO Conference. And Semrush integrated with All-in-One SEO is suggesting these additional key phrases. Also have SEO Conferences, SEO Conferences 2023, or also 2024, SEO Conference London, which could give you new ideas for SEO Conference Boston, SEO Conference United Kingdom, best SEO conferences. So we can either add these key phrases to our current post, our current piece of content, or we could just save them in a list to use later. So I'm going to go ahead and add SEO Conferences 2024 to this page. It's giving me a 42 out of 100 because I don't have 2024 probably anywhere in the content of this page, but that's how easily you add key phrases to your content. I'm going to close out of this modal. I'm going to go ahead and click the blue update button and save those changes to this piece of content. If you want a quick and easy way to find long-tail keywords, one of the best methods is just to start performing a Google search. So in this example, I'm searching for birthday gifts, and Google itself will give you tons of recommendations. A lot of them are longer tail keywords than the main search you're looking for. So birthday gifts is not really a long tail keyword. It's going to be very broad. It's going to be very hard to rank for. But birthday gifts for her, birthday gifts for girls, birthday gifts for husband. So Google itself will suggest lots of other options, and many of those can be long tail keywords, or they could give you ideas for long tail keywords. The second strategy that Brainly.com use is they implemented schema data throughout their website. You can use schema data on products. You can use schema data on images. Brainly uses it all over the place, but they especially focus on question and answer schema data. And that has helped them to get some results in Google's coveted People Also Ask section. So here's an example of someone doing a search for kinetic energy. There's a question that people also ask, which is a good description of kinetic energy, and Brainly is scoring that result. All-in-one SEO can help you get into the People Also Ask section too, using our powerful FAQ block that automatically generates that schema code for you. We're going to pull up the FAQ block. So you can either start a new page or post, or you can pull up one of your old page or post. I'm going to go ahead and click on the post menu here and pull up an existing post. I'm going to use this post called Test Puppy Post. And then we just click anywhere in the page that we want to put the FAQ block. So I'm going to put it after this first paragraph here. And I'm going to add a new block. And I'm actually just going to search for FAQ. And the all-in-one SEO FAQ block comes up because we have the all-in-one SEO plugin installed. I'm going to write my first question. And then I'm going to put in my first answer. And of course, we can add more FAQ blocks after that. And then if we look on the right-hand side, I have these options here. So I could change the text color. I could change the background color. There's options for typography, so I could change the font size. All of these options are great to have and what you would expect in a WordPress block, but they're not the killer feature that makes this FAQ block so special. So I'm going to click the blue update button up top to save this page, and then I'm going to go view my post. And if I scroll down to that FAQ and I look at the page source behind the page, and then I'm going to wrap the text to make this a little easier to view, and I'm going to search for one of my FAQs. Then if I scroll down here past the HTML code for the FAQ block, all of this other code here, this one big giant block, this is schema code that is being automatically generated by All-in-One SEO. This will help you to score a rich snippet for FAQs in the Google search results, and it can also help you to get into the People Also Ask section. The third strategy that Brainly.com used is they dominated feature snippets with comprehensive answers. So featured snippet is what shows up in Google when you ask a question, and Google answers it right on the search engine result pages. But what often happens is people see your answer and they're like, ooh, I like that. I want to learn more. And then they click on your link anyway. So you get much higher click-through rates. There's a lot of different things you can do to get into that featured snippet area, but on-page SEO is one of the big ones. All-in-one SEO can really help you nail your on-page SEO with our true SEO checklist. Let's head on over to the posts section, and I'm going to click on this post here called the most amazing WordPress image compression plugins available. And then if I head on over to the top right, I'm going to click on this all-in-one SEO icon here. I'm going to click on General. And then if we look at this column, scroll down a little bit, we can see all of the various ways that we can improve the on-page SEO of this post. So I'm just going to click on this one here that says readability. I'm going to click this little caret here to expand. We can see I'm doing well with images and video in the content. My paragraph length is fine. My sentence length is fine. By the way, any one of these things we could also expand again by clicking that little caret or arrow. So if I just click on paragraph length, it's telling me I'm using short paragraphs, so that's good. So if we look at this one that says transition words, we can see it's telling us that only 26.4% of the sentences contain transition words, which is not enough. Use more of them. Very straightforward. So you could go through your content and try to find those places that are not using enough transition words and edit them to use more transition words. But what you can also do is click this little eye icon, and True SEO Highlighter will highlight all of those places in your content that you can improve the on-page SEO. And then if we scroll up in the content, you can see this little inline navigation tool here. So we can jump between the different locations where there is an SEO issue. In this case, the missing transition words. So there's quite a few of them on this page, but this is how you would navigate between them. I pulled up this other post on my website called How to Set the SEO Title and Description Format. I brought this one up because there's less content on this page, less going on this page. It'll be easier to show you how to use True SEO Highlighter. So once again, click on the AIOSEO button up here on the top right. I'm going to click on General again, and then again, I'm going to click on Readability. So this time we're going to look at sentences length. So it's telling me that nearly 40% of the sentences contain more than 20 words, which is more than the recommended maximum of 25%. So basically all I need to do to fix this is to cut some of those sentences down, or take one long sentence and turn it into two smaller sentences. So once again, I'm going to click the eye icon here, and it will highlight all of those long sentences in my content. Again, we have the inline navigator here. My first sentence says, in this video, I'm going to show you how to set the SEO title and description format for all of your posts in your WordPress website. I like that sentence, so I'm not going to break that one up because I think that's a great intro to this paragraph. So I'm going to click the little down arrow here and move on to the next sentence. It says, now what we're going to be doing while we're in here is setting up a default format for our SEO titles and descriptions. That's a long, super wordy sentence, so I'm going to see if I can trim that down a little bit. And I'm going to go through the rest of this content and try to make some sentences smaller. You can see if you look on the right here, we're already down to 36.4% on sentences length, and we were up at 39% before. So we're going to try to get that all the way down to 25%. This sentence right here obviously is very long. I'm going to speed the video up a little bit in this part while I go through and fix a couple of sentences. And that's it. I just fixed 3 or 4 of the sentences there, broke them down into smaller sentences or got rid of extraneous words. And now the sentence length is good. If I open that caret up again, it's saying sentence length is looking great. When you're done making your changes, go ahead and click the blue update button. Make sure you save those changes. And this is how we can use True SEO Highlighter to highlight the sections of our content that need immediate attention from an SEO perspective. The top 3 strategies that Brainly.com used that you can emulate on your site is number 1, they created a lot of user-generated content, but from an SEO perspective, they went after long-tail keywords. Number 2, they leveraged schema data to win rich results in the SERPs. And number 3, they optimized their content for featured snippets. And on the flip side, there were some things that Brainly.com got wrong. The bottom 3 strategies to reconsider. They did not include schema data on their blog post. Overall, they did a great job implementing schema data on their website, but for some reason, they did not include any schema data on their blog post. Number 2, they're missing some meta descriptions. Some of Brainly.com's landing pages simply don't have meta descriptions. And number 3, they exceeded some metadata character limits. Some of their titles were simply too long. Google has a 60-character limit, and Brainly exceeded that limit a couple of times, which is going to lead to truncated titles. All-in-One SEO can help you emulate the top 3 strategies that they used, as well as fix the bottom 3 that might need some work. So that's how Brainly grew their traffic 522% in just 12 months. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you want to get the SEO of your WordPress website handled today, click the very first link in the description below this video to download All-in-One SEO right now.